Hello guys again and welcome to another episode. I'm your host Hamza Lokili. In the last episode we learned how to use the eyedropper tool, the crop tool and the quick selection tool or the magic wand tool. In this episode we will learn how to use those juicy stuff today. We are going to learn how to use the spot healing brush or the healing brush tool and how to use the brush tool, the pencil tool. So let's get started. Now, the first tool we are going to use is the brush or the spot healing brush. Let me just select it and show you quickly what it can do. This tool here, it will try to heal our pictures. Let me just show you in this picture here. Let's say I will try to merge those layers just for the sake of this tutorial series, guys. I will do something quickly here and I will show you what will happen. Now I'm selecting my spot healing brush tool, which have the shortcut to G here. If I click in the picture in this area, as you can see, it's trying to heal this place here. As you can see, the sky is disappearing just a little by little. Let me zoom in so you can see what's happening. You see this area here, I have a cloud, right? And if I drag, it will not be anymore. It's a new area. What does this brush healing tool do? It's a spot healing brush tool. It will try to make the area that you draw looks like the whole picture. What I mean, the majority of what you have in your picture. In our example here, we have the sky. As you can see, we have the sky. It's so big, the sky here. And so if I try and draw in this area, I am telling Photoshop that I want this area I just selected to looks like what I have in the background. I mean, I want this place to look exactly like the sky, and so he will try to make this area looks like the sky. And so, and if I keep dragging like this from the sky to the cloud, he is making the color of this sky little by little going to the blue color I just draw here. As you can see, it's not switching it quickly because it's trying to synchronize the background you have with the color you are trying to merge with the background. And if I do the same here in this sun here, see what will happen. If I drag in this place here, as you can see, I don't have those lines anymore. As you can see, I will hit Command Z to make you see what's happening. If I click and draw like this, I have this line here just disappeared. As you can see, I am making those lines disappear. And if I click on Command Z, you will see that there is already a difference. This is what the spot healing brush tool do. And so, as you might know, or you just did think about this, this is what people use to make someone's face look better. If you have, let's say, a button on your face, if you draw on top of this button, it will try to heal it. You see, this is how Photoshop use the word heal. It's trying to heal an area. It will try this button you have in your face looks like your skin. And so this is what exactly it does right now for our pictures. When I draw from this area to this place here, it's trying to make it look as this yellow color here. And so we have those places here looking weird for now. This is how we use this tool. moving on to the next one, it's the healing brush tool. Now, what is the difference between the spot healing brush tool and the healing brush tool? The spot healing brush tool, it will try to see what you have in your area and make it mix with the background you have in your document. But with the brush healing tool here, it will not. If I click, as you see, it will show me this error here. It says option click to define a source point to be used to repair the image, which it means I have to do an option click. And if I click on option or alt on your PC and click in an area, let's say I click in this place here, it will select, as you can see, I have this blue color here. What did this tool do? It selected a color from an area. Let's say I click here, it selected a color from an area and it will try to mix the place where I'm going to draw using just this color. And if I draw here, as you can see, it shows me this plus sign here. It says that I'm trying to make this area here. As you can see, I'm already switching these colors here. You see, I don't have this one here. If I click Command Z, you will see I already switched this color here, and it's trying to make the colors blend together. We will learn what does the word blending mean later, guys. For now, just focus how to use this tool. And as you can see, if I draw in this area, it doesn't look like much because the colors already are the same. But if you click Command Z, you will already see that it affected the area I just draw in. And if I draw in this place here too, as you can see, it's already taking away the blue color and making it into a yellow one. Right now, look at the top corner here. We have those options here. We have, of course, the size, the hardness to make it hard or soft, the size to make it bigger or smaller. If it's bigger, you will have a bigger area selected. And if I click just with one click, it will affect the picture here. As you can see, the sun is already different, right? And let's make this size smaller. And if I move the hardness to 0 or 50% or whatever you want, as you can see, it's making it looks like transparent from the outside of the circle, which means I have transparency right now on the edge of my circle, which means I will have a better smoothing or a better making the colors mix together. Now, if let me switch its hardness to 100%. Let's make this size bigger a little bit. And I want to show you something, guys, here. It's the mode. This is what I'm talking about. This is the blending options for our tool here. If we switch from normal to replace, it will try to replace an area with this. Let me hit Alt or Option and click to select this area here. And if I click in the sun here, it's trying to replace. It's replacing the place where I draw with the color I just selected. It's replacing it, and which is really bad for us. Now, you may not be using the replace tool a lot because we have another tool that can be better than replace from the spot healing brush. If we choose multiply, it will try to multiply the color. Now the blue one with this yellow, it will try to multiply it and make it another color. For now, it doesn't do much because it's a yellow and the blue colors here, and they are blending very much better. If it chooses green, it will make another selection, and lighten it will be another one. You may play with these colors, guys, to see what it does too. Let me just go back to normal, just to show you guys what those tools do here. And moving on to the patch tool. Now this tool is a patch tool. Of course it will try to patch an area to another one. Let me show you. If I switch to the patch tool and click and drag like this, it selected this area. Now if I move this selected area, if I move it, as you can see, it's trying to patch the area I selected with the area I'm moving my cursor on. And if I move my cursor, for example, let's say I want the sky to look like there, to look up in this place, and move my hands, it already created this little circle here. And if I draw it again and move this, let's say this place, you see it created this one here. Of course we have two options here. We have the normal and the content awareness. What does it mean, the content awareness? It will try to mix the area you selected to switch with the other one, match with what we already have in our picture. Let me show you an example. If I click here, let's draw a circle here, and let me select, let's say, this sun here. When I move on, it make it look like this sky. As you see, it didn't make this circle just like it did in this area. It looks like the sky. Why? Because it was trying to match the place I'm trying to heal, match with what I already have in the background. That's why it doesn't look like much different from what we already had, right? And so as you can see, we have those places here. Of course we can add selection, we can take out selection, we have used the intersection. You know guys, we already have seen those before. And for the content aware move tool in the A or the red A tools, we are not going to use those tools much, and we are going to explain them later in this series, guys. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next episode.